Hey, sorry it took me a few minutes to figure out if this was live or not. It was just a little bit glitchy on my end. And I have this idea I want to try. I want to play some songs and just try a few. And if you can guess what song I'm playing, well, then I'm going to put your channel on the screen, and this might be a little fun. You know, granted, if this gets working okay, I'm going to. So it seems to be working all right. I don't want to take too long, but here's the idea. I'm going to play a little bit of a song, and in chat, the first person that gets it, I'm going to take a screenshot of your channel and stick your channel up on the screen, and then chat a little bit, maybe mention your channel a little bit, and then go on and do this a couple more times. This was an idea I had, and I wanted to see how easy it was to kind of put together. This is kind of something I might do in my classroom, the way I kind of have this set up on the back end. So I don't want to talk too much about the boring stuff. Let's just give this a try. If you know what song this is, then you need to put it in chat. And I'm not going to give any hints unless no one gets it. Except for it's a song from the 60s. It's a popular one. So here we go. If you know what this song is, by that introduction and put something in chat. I'm going to replay it right now. I check chat, see if anybody is getting this one. So I know there's a little bit of a delay, so just trying this idea out and see how it all works out, because you get these ideas and just want to see if it's doable. Using this light stream is always stressful because it always seems like it's not working. Then it is, or you're not totally sure. So if anybody else is thinking about using light stream, it's a little strange to use. So it is not Happy Together. It is not Silver Bells. I'm going to type in chat. Neither of those. So I'm going to try this again. So I'm just having soda. Just Diet Pepsi because I'm trying not to be fat. So take that, Nick. So this is a song, popular sing-along song. I'm not going to say the artist yet. If you were going to a baseball game in Boston to see the Red Sox, they would play this during the seventh inning stretch. And here in St. Louis, as a Cardinals person, I probably shouldn't mention Red Sox, but that's a good hint. So I'm going to give this intro one more time. And it looks like we have a winner. We got Steven, or Stefan. I'm not sure how I should say your name. But I'm going to triple check before I say, hey, he's the winner. But it looks like he got it. Yeah, so that's Sweet Caroline by Neil Diamond. And Steven, sorry, dude. I'm so horrible at names. Teaching, I'm like the worst whenever it comes to students' names. So it could be something simple like Bob. I'm like Boab, or I'll just make up something crazy for it. So let's see if I can pull this up here. So we got this. I should not narrate very much. So Steven Sings does a cool music channel, and he's somebody we talk quite a bit back and forth, or comment back and forth about the music that we do. So make sure you check out Steven Sings. I'm going to say Steven Sings just to pick something. So if it's Stefan, dude, then I apologize like no other. But let me get Steven on the screen. I was wondering how long this idea was going to take to get people on the screen or not, because I'm doing this in a very low-tech way. So check this out. So here we go. Boom. Steven will be on a screen in just a minute. Make sure you check him out. He's doing some cool musical stuff. So let me try another song. I was thinking I would do 4, and if you think I should do 6 and have an even number on the screen, well, that's cool. I can do 6. I wanted to have around 100 songs I could just kind of, play without any notice whatsoever. And so I spent a few days just listing all these songs that I knew. So there we go, Steven. Cool. Good work, man. So for this next song, not going to give any hints unless no one is getting it. But Steven, if you don't want to guess on this one, that's cool, because you only get your name up there once. And I'm looking at it. Hopefully it's not too blurry the way I got this set up. Maybe it's just how I'm streaming this. But someone besides Steven, see if you can guess this song. So here is song number 2. I'm thinking, Nick, if you don't get that one, then I'm going to have to give you a hard time sometime. So, hey, Steven, man, you earned that one. So, anybody know that song? I'm going to take a look in the chat for just a moment. Hey, Wendell. Okay, Wendell has the artist, and let's see if you can get the song. I'm going to play a little bit more of that for you. It's from their 80s album. And Wendell, I'm looking at the chat and you got that, man. So good job. Yeah, that's cool. Sharp Dressed Man, it's funny, that was my second introduction to ZZ Top. My first introduction was listening to my older brother. I have two older brothers. My middle brother, who taught me guitar, he would play late into the night. And as a kid, being interested in music, I would lay there at night faking like I was asleep just to listen to my brother play guitar. And a lot of times when his friends would come over, they play that song and a bunch of others, and it was so cool for me. That was a big shaping of my musical history, to stay up late and listen to my brother and his friends play ZZ Top and all these classic rock songs. Now, that being said, 80s ZZ Top, they didn't really play. They were playing 70s ZZ Top. And so songs like Tube Snake Boogie, Tush, of course, Just Got Paid. Just Got Paid, that was one of my favorite riffs. I didn't have any idea what song that was for the longest time. It wasn't until an adult that I got some 70s ZZ Top and realized, like, oh, the song I've always loved. That's what it is, which is kind of a funny way to go about it. So let's get Wendell on the screen. Put Wendell over on this side. Jump in the chat, see how everybody is doing. Know any good old folk songs? Aren't they all good songs? I'm trying to think what would be... the thing with playing folk songs is you're playing a lot of chords. And for this, I was trying to choose songs that had like a riff, something like that had a very recognizable melody that you're playing, as opposed to saying like... which is a dozen or 3 dozen really, really good folk songs. But that could be so many different songs just by playing that. So, and Lion with Wings, if you have some ideas for good folk songs that have a really cool riff or melody or something like that, please put that in the comments and I will learn that. I'm one of those people, it's always fun for me to get new music, new ideas and things. So let me try another song here. So we have Stephen and Wendell on the board, and I'm looking at that. Hopefully it's not too blurry on your end. I'm still figuring out how to best do the display of people. So I'm going to try song number 3. And I'm looking at Wendell's comment about I always wanted to perform I'm Bad, I'm Nationwide. Yeah, there's something about 70s ZZ Top, and it was funny. A couple years ago, here locally, I played at this little place that was open, and somebody there said that they got to see ZZ Top like in 77 or 78, and they were so disappointed, and that was such a heartbreaking story to hear, because that was... I was thinking if I could go back in time, to see ZZ Top in the 70s would have been something awesome. Let's try another song. Here's a song from the 70s. And again, the rules are Stephen and Wendell, you're on the board, so you don't have to worry about playing anymore. You got your props. You are on the screen. But if other people want to play, I'm looking for the name of the song I am playing. And like Lion with Wings brought up, if there's a song you think I should learn to do sometime in the future, if this idea works out all right, please, please, please put it in the regular comments instead of chat. So then I can't say that I forgot or didn't realize. So here is song number 3. If you know this one, put the title in chat and I'll take a look in just a minute. All right, we got looking at chat. So we have through the valley. Oh, and Lion, please put that in the chat. I'm sorry, put that in the comments. Hey, Razan. Turner, which Doobie Brothers song is that? So I know that's a big fat hint for anybody else that wants to try to play. Hey, Shake, how you doing, Christoph? So, Turner, which song is that? I'm going to play a little bit more of that one. All right. I'm not going to say who, but the right answer is in chat. But one of the people that typed it have already won. So see if someone else can get that song in there. It's the song that Drunk at the End of the Night calls out. You know, it's funny. I learned that song, and it was, as a guitar player, that's one of those riffs. When you learn a minor 7 chord, that's one of those riffs you just kind of, oh, it's like, oh, that's some old song. And I think that's the key. Actually, they do it in G, I think. But I learned that song. A friend of mine plays in some like soul blues band here in St. Louis, and their guitar player was having some health problems. They asked me to sit in. So I learned these songs, but I never did end up sitting in with them. So, oh, Turner, dude, it's not China Grove. And Nick, you got it. Long Train Running. Good guess on that one, Nick. So sorry, Turner. Anything shred, but yeah, Long Train Running. And that was such a fun song to learn. It's one I added to my live show, but I don't think I've played it yet. Which is very common for me. I'll add a bunch of songs to my live show, but then not really get around to actually playing them, you know. So I don't know if that's good or bad or somewhere in between. Let's get Nick on the board. And Turner, dude, you were so close, man. And Turner, mentioned Turner's channel real quick. Turner does some really cool lathe work with wood and things and crafting. And it's really cool to watch his process. I keep thinking, it's like, what would be a cool guitar related thing? I could say, hey, could you make this for me? That would be really cool. Nick got the correct answer in Nick's channel, Anything Shred. He's a young guitar player, and make sure you check him out, because I remember as a young guitar player playing things, and it's always an interesting growth period because you can learn so much so quick. And what would be so much fun about learning music now is having the internet. You know, you can look up a video about flamenco, or look up a video about microtonal, or about, you know, sweep picking, or any technique, where when I was growing up, you look in a catalog and see a videotape. It's like, okay, do I really want to pay $40 for this lesson? You know, when it would take you like 3 months to save about $40 doing different things. So it's really cool to be able to learn guitar now. So, see how everybody is doing in chat. So it's kind of fun how I have this set up. So I have obviously my camera, my Chromebook and everything going on, but then I have my computer where I'm controlling everything. So it's kind of fun to feel very technological, having all this technology around me. Make sure you click the like button on the screen, and if you don't mind sharing, this is an idea I had, and I can do it in some different forms. But I was trying to think of something. What is interactive? What would be fun for me, and probably fun for you? And I thought of this idea because, and Christoph or Shake, your guitar, he can, attest that as a guitar player, you know way more songs than you think you do. I mean, people could say, "Hey, do you know anything kind of by this band?" And you probably know it half a dozen things without really trying. So anyway, let's do song number 4. And I had 4 songs in mind, and if this is a fun idea, I can do a couple more. Just trying to test out this idea and seeing how quick I could get people's channels up on the screen, and without blabbing too much, because it seems some people are like, Kyle, you should talk a lot more, and some people are like, dude, just play guitar. So it's one of those funny things. Here is song number 4. So Stephen, Wendell, and Anything Shred, Nick, in other words. You 3 try not to guess unless people aren't getting it. We'll get someone else on the board. This is another very, very, very classic song, and this is the introduction to it. So not going to give any hints unless I need to. Play that introduction again. So see if anybody gets that. I know that one's kind of a quicker one than some of the others. And by the way, hey everybody in chat, this is fun to see if anybody would be interested in playing along with this with me. Nick asked what this was. This is Diet Pepsi. Yeah, if I'm having wine in a live stream, that could be a bad idea. Oh yeah, Wendell's giving a great hint. Shake, you're almost close, kind of in the same vibe. And Turner, yes, you got it. Turner got it. Margaritaville. And what is here's a little trivia as I'm looking up Turner. And does anybody know, and it's kind of interesting since there's people from different parts of the world, what city in Mexico legendarily created the margarita drink? Does anybody know that? And as I'm getting Turner up on the screen, let's see if anybody can answer that question. Which city in Mexico legendarily created the margarita drink? See if anybody knows that one. And as I was talking, and as Nick won and Turner was very close on the last one, I mentioned a little bit about his channel. Turner does, and I'm talking too much, and I already messed up what I'm doing here. Probably shouldn't mention that. Turner does some really cool lathe work. He'll have an idea. And what I like about his videos is you'll have an idea. Of course, you see it in the title. I'm making this thing. And then you get to watch the process. And for me, as a guitar player, doing work, woodwork or metalwork as a guitar player is extremely scary because I really don't want to mess up my fingers. I've done some work with guitars and things in the past, and the idea of getting, splinters in my fingers, that's horrifying, as a guitar player. One time I was giving a guitar lesson, and something happened. I was playing a student's guitar. The strings were old and frayed, and I had a metal splinter in this part of my finger. And so every time I played a chord where my index finger laid across all strings. It was so painful. Anyway, so Turner does these really cool craft works using lathe and different things. So make sure you check out his channel because he does some really cool stuff. I'm going to try out 2 more songs. I'm having fun hanging out because, like I said, I wasn't sure if people would be interested in this idea. Make sure you click the like button on this stream because that kind of helps the whole cause. And if you don't mind sharing it, if you have some people that are music kind of trivia people, that'd be fun to have them play along too. I was mentioning I came up with around 80 songs. I was aiming for 100. And actually, I have 79. But I was trying to come up with a bunch of songs that had like a riff or something. So if there is a song, we're talking earlier about folk songs and things. If there's a song I should add, put that in the regular comments, not in the chat. And I can look up those songs and things. So I'm going to quit blabbing. I'm going to play something of a different genre. So I've done so far 60s, 70s, and 80s so far. So this is a song from the 70s, but it's a whole different genre, and that's the only hint you get so far. This is the intro to the song. And so like before, Stephen, Wendell, anything Shred, and Turner, let other people guess so they can get on the screen. So here is the introduction for another song. If you know the name of the song, put it in chat. I'll play this a couple times, check chat, and first one gets on the screen. Let's see if I can play it right. Play it again. Really want to sing that one, but not doing any singing on this, just trying to go for the guitar part. So see how everybody's doing in chat. If you know the name of that song, please put that in there so we can see if I need to play it again, give some guesses. Ooh, yeah, Bubba got it. Long-haired country boy, Charlie Daniels Band. All right, Bubba, man. Good to see you. It's always cool doing these live streams because then you see people in a different way. It's different when you just comment on videos and things. Bubba's in 10. Okay. I knew there was a number. I couldn't remember. I was looking it up. There we go. Oh, Bullseye. Mississippi Queen is totally on my list of songs I could pull out of my face. But since you brought it up, this doesn't count as a guess, but since you brought it up. That is like the greatest riff. I love that. And that's one of the songs from Guitar Hero. For a while, it seemed like everybody that was younger totally knew that song. And for me, is being the teacher guy that played guitar, playing a song that all the kids knew. That's a fun one. So, but that's a song I'm going to play in another video and see if people will guess it. It's a song I do in my live set too. Every once in a while, I think I performed that live maybe twice. So I'm getting Bubba up on the screen. Bubba does some original songs, and he's a musician. So check out Bubba. Bubba has been a pretty cool supporter of the stuff I do, and that's always fun for me. Like doing this YouTube thing is finding people that kind of do something similar. It's fun connecting. It's fun to hear original music that other people are doing, and all that stuff is really inspiring. So check out Bubba. How's everybody doing in chat? I'm gonna do one more song in just a minute. A Rising Fox. Anna, see who else is in chat. Say Vale, Estragur. And sorry on these foreign names. I default to pronouncing things in Spanish. I don't know why. So sorry if your name does not sound at all correct in a Spanish pronunciation. Maybe I shouldn't do that. So Sindal. Shred with Dignity, how you doing? Liz. Hey Lily, how you doing? Padded Pedal Room, hey everybody. So I'm going to do one more song. And if you like this, it seems, it's kind of fun. We're having a good time. I wanted to come up with some ideas for a live stream that didn't take like an hour and a half, or it was something different than just playing song request. Make sure you hit the like button if you don't mind sharing it with people, letting people know there is this guy. He's a little nerdy. He does these live streams. He's trying to be creative, and he share it around with people. I'm trying to think if I should go super easy or something contemporary. I think I'm going to go easy, just because I want to play this song. All right, here is song number 6. And again, Steven, anything Shred, Bubba, Wendell, Turner, you don't need to guess on this one. Let some other people try, and I will give a hint if no one gets it. Oh, thanks, Wendell. You're a good dude, man. So, like I said, this song is super easy. I mean, it's super easy. I'm curious to see what the delay, how quick people are going to get this one, but okay, let's see. So we got Smoke on the Water. I think Smoke on the Water gets you a strike instead of just a copyright claim. I saw, what's his name? Jared Dines got a big copyright strike for Smoke on the Water, even though I'm nowhere near as talented or as big as him. So let me see. The song was My Sharona. I see a bunch of people. I'm seeing, it's looking like Shred with Dignity had the first of it. And yeah, I'm an English teacher, and yeah, some of you might go, but dude, he didn't spell it right. As an English teacher, I would say, yeah, that's close enough. That's gonna work. So other people that were close, if you scroll through chat, and if you're thinking, Kyle, be a little bit open, hey, I gotta pick somebody. So check out those people that were close in chat or guessed right after he did, and check out their channel. I'll be fair. I'll say, hey, everybody hanging out in chat is cool with me. So check out what they got going on. Shred with Dignity. Get this channel up on the screen. Oh, I'm seeing the Megadeth. It was funny when I was in high school, the big four. Metallica, Slayer, Anthrax, and Megadeth. And now it's funny, it's like the big three. A lot of times Megadeth is left out for some reason or another, or maybe it's because I'm listening to high school kids instead of the regular population of people. So Shred with Dignity, I want to say it was a couple weeks ago, connected with this channel. And like the name implies, doing some guitar work. So check them out. It's always interesting hearing other people play guitar, because usually as a guitar player, I will never say I play guitar good. I mean, I do okay. And a lot of guitar players will probably say something similar, something along those lines. Like, you ask them, hey, do you know what to do? Are you any good? And we'll say, we're okay. And as a guitar player, if you run into another guitar player and you say, well, do you play? And they go, I play a little bit. That means you got to watch out. One time I was playing at an art gallery in the city here in St. Louis with a friend of mine, and he took a little bit of a break to go schmooze. And this guy was standing around, and he came up to me when my friend left and said, do you mind if I play? I'm like, no, do you know how to play? And he said, I play a little bit. And I was like, uh-oh. I need to, really crank up my attention levels. And this guy had like, a degree in jazz guitar. He was no joke. He was playing, and you can always tell jazz players because when they solo, instead of, playing, doing stuff like that, they're playing chords like that. And seeing this person play, and it was a lot of fun though. My friend said he stopped what he was doing just to watch, because he's like, that guy really put me on my toes. So that was a lot of fun to do. So here we got 6 people on the screen. Put my guitar down so I can not play as I'm talking. So hey everybody, thanks for hanging out. This is an idea I had. I got a couple other ideas. With this one, it was something similar to what I do teaching, like putting stuff on a screen like this, having it, some of the mechanisms hidden and stuff you don't want to know about. But if you do live streams and are interested, and it's like, hey, how are you doing it? Just, send me an email or something like that. But I appreciate people. Hanging out and everything. And I appreciate Steven. Check out his music channel. He does a lot of cool stuff. Wendell is live. He was doing it every other week, and I'm not sure if it changed over the summer. So Wendell, sorry if I got some of those details wrong. But a couple weeks ago, he asked me to be on one of his live streams, and that was cool. Anything shred. Nick is learning guitar. Nick is shredding. Gotta give it to you, dude. Turnings by Turner, I'm always impressed by the stuff you come up with, and I mention that often on your channel. Bubba, it's always cool to connect with other musicians and seeing what sort of originals you're coming up with. And Shred with Dignity. When I read that, my eyes went from the first word to the last word, which I'm tongue-tied. It's one of those things. Shred with Dignity, keep shredding. It's cool to do what it is you're doing. People in chat, it's cool, connect with each other. I didn't want to go full on like, hey, let's network and small channel support, because I know everybody else kind of does stuff like that. But I wanted to have some fun, wanted to do something interactive. So appreciate people hanging out. Yeah. See you later, Wendell, and see you later, everybody. I'm going to cut this to a close. So see you guys next time. If you have ideas for songs that I should learn to throw out